Hey guys, Tony and Jill here. Well, before we get started on this little video today, we want to give a big shout out to some fans of the channel, Dennis and Cindy, for stopping by and recognizing us on our little adventure this weekend, and stopping to say hello to the Bolins and spend a little bit of time with us. It was great to meet you guys. We're always happy to sit down and meet with you guys. So if you ever see us out, don't be shy, don't be a stranger, say hello. We actually enjoy meeting all of our fans here. So
Definitely.
So we wanted to kind of touch base here, a little short video. Now that we've been over a year now, we've been full-time. So yeah, it's been over a year since we decided to go live nomadically and live this full-time RV crazy life. And honestly, I think it's probably one of the best things that we've done. Now, am I going to sit here and tell you that RV life is always roses and no bad things ever happen when you're RVing? Yeah, no, we're not going to tell you that. Anybody that's been watching our videos has seen that we had some problems.
Right.
But that's just the nature of the beast. No matter if you got a brand new rig or an old rig, you're going to have a problem. And honestly, I think there's people with more problems with the newer rigs, and they're always trying to get service in one area.
That's sad.
Yeah, unfortunately, the fit and finish and a lot of the components are not as good as some of the older ones. So,
Yeah.
but you know, I guess we'll talk about a few things that we really love about being full time. For me, and I know I'm speaking for Jill here, one of the biggest things that we absolutely love about being full-time RVers is the option to be where we want to be able to stay at a place for as long as we want and get up and go explore someplace else. It's the ability just to be free.
Right.
It's really,
Weather-wise too.
yeah, the weather's crappy, as well,
We don't
last
want
year
to be in the snow.
yeah, last year we didn't get that, but we didn't get that luxury.
This year we're gone.
We're gone. We ain't messing around. We ain't visiting no family around the holidays. Now we all see y'all there. We send you a postcard because we
love
ain't
you,
we love you, but no, we gotta go. We ain't spending another winter up in here.
Up in here. Oh, sorry.
But I think that's really one of the biggest things we love about being full-time RV is we do have the ability and to, I guess, kind of choose our own destinations, choose our own places, our own happy places, I guess. That's really what RVing is for us. I think that's our number one thing that we love about being full-time RVers is having that option, and we're not confined to the four walls that most people are in their home. We have this as a beautiful backdrop every day. We're in charge of where we wake up and what we get to see that week, that month, whatever. I mean, it's honestly, for us, it's a great fit for us. We've always kind of had itchy feet. A lot of you guys might not know, when me and Miss Jill got married, we actually did Route 66 for our honeymoon. We actually got married in Las Vegas. So I guess we've had the travel bug since we got married. And anytime we could always travel, we would.
Yeah.
We've seen times we drove from Columbus, Ohio to Virginia Beach for 2 days just to turn around and come back. Basically drive all night just to have a day at the beach.
We went to Nashville too in 2 days.
Yeah, Nashville, went down to Opryland, just the whim. Is Saturday afternoon. We were sitting around. I said, we're bored. I said, you got anything you want to do today? She said, nope. I said, get in the car, let's go. And next thing I know, we're in Nashville, Tennessee. So, but that's us.
Yeah.
We love that kind of thing. So RVing life is really, I guess, what we were destined to do. But the other thing we really love about doing this RV life is just the people that you get to meet.
Yeah.
I mean, other full-timers, even people who are weekend warriors. We've met some of the greatest people out here, and honestly, I think a lot of the RVers that we've met that are full-time, they're
laid back and
laid back. What's not the? None of us are uptight. We're all living the dream here,
yeah, even when they're that they're stressed because either something broke down on the way or they have something going on, they still they're not in that hurry state.
Yeah.
Hurry up, get there and wait. Hurry up, get there and wait.
Yeah.
That we all do in our regular everyday life.
The biggest thing is, yeah, things suck, things break, and it does throw a monkey wrench. It kind of spoils the fun. But you have to think to yourself of all the positive things that, all right, well, I'll get this small problem taken care of. I'm going to be enjoying where I want to be. So I think that's the other thing. But just the other thing, meeting other full-timers and other YouTubers out here, we all really have a general love for what we're doing out here. So everybody's like-minded, and it's really nice because you really get to meet people that you're probably going to have a very long-lasting friendship with, and these are people from all different walks of life. I mean, from everywhere in the country that you've had the fortune of meeting, and I'm telling you, a lot of these people are some of the greatest people you ever meet. Just kind of like bikers all said. A lot of bikers have this misconception bikers are all, wrong and shouldn't be associated with, but some of the bikers out here are some of the nicest people you ever meet, unless they're 1%ers. You don't want to slide away from them a little bit. Nah, but most generally, just same way with RVing. Most RVers, we're all here to help one another. We're all here. That's kind of the reason why we do these videos here, is to kind of show you guys our lifestyle, and even sometimes show you guys the bad stuff. Like sitting on the mountain for 3 days waiting on a service that never showed up.
At least it was cool.
The one day it was cool. The rest of the time, but this is the reason why we show you guys this. Is it's not always everything it's cracked up to be. It can be a pain, but really it's just gotta figure out is the fun better than the negative, non-fun stuff. In our opinion, the fun is way worth the hardships, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
The other thing is, we love to take in culture of the different areas. We love to go and check out restaurants, parks, and just the attractions in those areas. It's a great thing, and I'm just very fortunate that I have this lovely lady here with me who has the same want to do things that I do, and we get to travel and experience this crazy life together, and we love it.
I'm not a history buff. He is. He likes the normal history. I like histories of towns. I like to go and figure out what brought somebody here. Like, why did this town start? I love architecture. I love that. So just driving through the small towns, it's great. So you don't get that when you have a week or 2 weeks, a year, and you're from work to experience these things. You never get to.
Yeah, even though we have jobs that we have to do, because you guys can see we're not independently wealthy and we have to work. But this lifestyle allows us to kind of pretty much be on vacation. I mean, I noticed after we've done this, even work is not really work anymore. I mean, some days it's bad, but for the most part, it's just a great. The stress level has went down. Even though I'm doing the same kind of job, I know the reward when I get home is I'm not going back to four walls and the repetitiveness of the normal stick and brick life like that we've lived for all these years. And honestly, we've noticed that less is more. As far as that, I mean, honestly, our house became basically a glorified storage unit of things that we never touched, and the only thing we were doing was storing this stuff.
Right.
And even though when we came out here and went full time, we overpacked. We brought way more stuff than we ever needed.
Right.
And we've learned that over the time that we just don't need this stuff, because at the end of the day, it's just possessions, and possessions are. If it's not usable, if it's not something you absolutely need, you probably really don't need to be lugging it around with you all the time.
It's those rules. If you bring something in, definitely get rid of something else. I find that the things that I had a lot of lotion, a lot of makeup, so
a lot of clothes, shoes.
I've used. No, I'm not a shoe person.
What was those 3 totes of shoes then?
Those were work shoes. But
I'm not a shoe person, but those are work shoes.
Well, you got
3
summer.
big totes as work shoes, guys.
I don't have totes. I have bags, and I'm down to 4 shoes. So four shoes.
And see, I'm a tool person, so I had to really eliminate a bunch of tools,
He's got one whole bay, so. Anyways.
And I still don't have enough tools for everything I want to do.
So the rules, like with my makeup, whatever I've used, I throw it away, and I don't replace it unless it's something that I absolutely need. And I find that I don't wear makeup all that often.
I know, poor me, right?
Maybe you should.
Just kidding. But no, I mean, that's one thing we've learned is when we first come out here full time, we brought everything but the kitchen sink, I think, pretty much. Not really that bad, but we did bring a lot more stuff than we really ever needed. And the way we
It's
chose.
a learning thing.
It is definitely a learning curve, and thank God for YouTube videos and other, you know, creators out here who's kind of helped us through the process. And that's kind of, I think, the other reason why we decided to make these videos ourselves, was to kind of help other people who are like-minded to want to come out and kind of live this lifestyle. I've just been pretty much blessed with the opportunity to travel around and do what we're doing with my employer, and that's a very great thing. And so if some of you guys are truck drivers out there who's been watching some of our previous videos talking about what a great deal that is, it really is, guys. Trust me. We don't do anything we don't want to do. We don't go any place we don't want to go. And we stay as long as we want to stay. Just throwing that out there for any of you guys that's watching that. You guys know some Class A drivers and Class B drivers who want to live full-time RV, or even part of the year. Tell them to go watch the other video here.
And if you read any of the comments, I think people are making it more complicated than it really is. It's
very simple.
A simple process.
It's a simple process. It's very driver friendly. But that's another video. Anybody that's out there that's interested in that, you guys can feel free to contact us. Watch the other videos.
There's tons of work out there. It really just depends on what you're capable of doing and what you're
qualified to do and what you want to do. I mean, it's really, it opens up but there's other jobs for you other guys out there who are not commercial drivers. You know, there's services all over the country that will allow you guys to work and kind of live the way me and Jill do. But we'll touch base on that in another video. We really just wanted to kind of discuss with you guys our feelings after being, out here for over a year now.
We're still pretty happy.
Yeah, and we have learned that the way we travel, we stay a few months at a time. Because when we first started this with work, they had us everywhere. I mean, we were from the East Coast to the West Coast back to the East Coast, far south, far north.
I think we made a couple X's.
Yeah, and this was all I think we did 28 states in less than 2 months. Less than 2 months. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that is wrong. That is the wrong way to RV. Because you ain't seeing nothing but the interstate, and that is no better than being an old raggedy truck. But fortunately, now we're in a position where we get to stay a little bit longer and explore the areas. And so we're kind of liking and digging the slower pace that we're doing.
Yeah.
But we have also discovered that you really need more than a year to see anything in this country, because there is just so many things that you'll miss. Even if you go back to that area more than once, you're going to rediscover things that you drove right by the last time you were there. And that's the same way with Route 66. A lot of you guys, like I said, we did Route 66 for our honeymoon, and we've done Route 66
twice,
a few
right?
times.
Or three times.
We've done a few times after that, and we were discovering new things along the way on each one of those little adventures.
Yeah, Route 66 is more of a...
That's an iconic road. If you've never done Route 66, you really you owe it to yourself to get out and explore that.
And if you're a traveler, you have to know what route, whatever you choose to call it, 66. But there's so much about the country that changes so quickly. Like even, we're near Columbus where we grew up, and we were downtown today, and so much has changed. It's like, so you could go somewhere
and come back and it's completely different landscape.
In another year and it be totally different. So, but I think every place changes so much.
For any of you guys that have never done Route 66, unfortunately, you're not going to meet probably one of the nicest people we've ever met on this earth. His name was Gary Turner, and it was the Gay Parada fuel station in Missouri. And I'm going to tell you, that guy right there, he just went out of his way to make everybody feel right at home. We can find some of those pictures when we met Mr. Turner, and he was a character, and he really made an impression on me. Very nice gentleman. Unfortunately, we made it back through there about a month after he had passed, unfortunately. But I've heard his family is going to keep the tradition of that little station open, so do yourself a favor and go check it out.
Definitely.
And get you a Route 66 root beer while you're there.
Yeah, and a lot of the shop owners on Route 66, I think they have a love for travel, and they are so knowledgeable about the whole route. And
and they love the travelers who come in,
yeah.
and they just love hearing where you're from. We've met couples from Germany, we've met couples from England, we've met Japan, from everywhere. I mean, we've met all kind of walks of life. So do Route 66, but we're getting back down that rabbit hole again.
Right.
Yeah,
we could talk for hours about our travels, really.
And there's just so many things that this wonderful, experience of being full-time RVers just really opened up.
Don't let fear scare you.
Yeah.
You know, jump in there and either take a week and go and give it a try, a month, or just be like us and jump in.
Yeah, just be mindful of what you're doing. If you're not 100% sure, if you're not a camper, you never have been a camper, you probably don't want to go buy a brand new rig and go into this because you might not like it. And who wants to be married to an RV that you're paying $40,000 for it to sit and be a what's that, yard art?
Yeah.
But like I say, guys, after a year in, I don't see us changing anytime soon. There is just too much to explore yet.
You're stuck with us.
Well, more than not be stuck with us. But like I said, guys, we greatly appreciate you guys following our little crazy adventure here, and it's very humbling to us that we've got so many people who are coming to follow the Bolins here. And I want to just say thank you. Thank you for supporting us for this over a year of this beautiful lifestyle that we're getting to do. And don't forget to get out and adventure more, guys. But until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave it in the comments. And like I said, thanks a lot, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.